The topic for this class is the connection between the law of karma and the cycle of time and the 8 powers attained through Raj Yoga meditation. Looking at this world drama cycle, now that we have a little insight into how the law of karma works, looking at the first half of this cycle of time on earth, during this time period, the karma is called neutral karma, because during this time period, each individual is full of its own stock of peace, happiness, love, emanating from inside. Even in terms of wealth, each individual has an abundance of wealth. Because of this, nobody needs anything from anyone. It means there's no one to whom I can give donation or perform charity. So the exchange between each other is neutral. Beginning in the Copper Age, this is when the negative tendencies begin in the human character, and it is from this point that we start performing donations and charity. A note for those who are Hindu. The first half of this cycle of time, in the Golden and Silver Age, the residents on earth during this time are referred to as Adi Sanatan Devi Devta Dharma, Bharat Mein. Then after this time period, at the beginning of the Copper Age, these same souls, same individuals, start the path of worship. Some refer to this time period or this beginning way of life as Sanatan Dharma. And then later on, this Sanatan Dharma is called Hindu Dharma. One special prophet which came during the Copper Age is called Shankaracharya. This prophet established the Sannyas Dharma, or the religion of renunciates. Now, moving on, let us look at the 8 powers that we attain through Raj Yoga meditation. You see in this picture here, there's a yogi sitting in meditation, connected to the source of peace, the Supreme Being, the Supreme Light. These are spiritual powers, and these are powers for me to govern myself in a variety of situations and circumstances that we have to face on a daily basis, so that I can guide myself the way I want to, instead of always being under the influence of whatever is going on around me. These are powers over my own self, not power over others. If we look at the first power, this is the power to pack up. This power has 2 meanings. One is that when I want to focus and concentrate my mind, I can pack up all of the distracted thoughts, become completely introverted, focus my mind, and become absorbed in the experience of peace. The other meaning of this power is that in my life, whatever old baggage I have from the past, I need to be able to pack up all of this so that I can move on. Whatever has to be dealt with, or whatever is unaddressed, I will take care of that at the right time. But for now, let me pack up and move on. In India, when the train comes, it stops at the station for a few seconds. If your bags are not packed and ready, the train will not wait for you. So like this in our life, windows of opportunity come. We have opportunities to move on. And for this, I need to pack up the past and move on to create new opportunities, new life. We come to the next power. This is the power to tolerate. The power to tolerate is a motherly quality. You see here the baby is crying, but the mother is not disturbed by that crying. The mother is, with love, addressing whatever is the concern or need of that child. It means that in our relationship with others, if someone is behaving in a way which is not good, then I will understand why that person is behaving like that and not take it personally. That it may have nothing to do with me. It has to do with something which they are lacking. So with love, I will understand that and not take it to heart, whatever they may be doing. To tolerate does not mean to suppress or to take abuse. This is a wrong interpretation of tolerate. Tolerance means like a tree which is full of fruits, gives the fruits of what they have to others. Next is the power to accommodate. This means that when there is a big change in my life, whatever I am dependent on, whatever I am used to, whatever is my comfort zone, whenever these things change, I need to be able to adjust. Sometimes we get out of our comfort zone in an unfamiliar situation or place or unfamiliar people. I need to be able to adjust so that I can be successful. Like an ocean, it doesn't matter how much it rains or how much the rivers flow into the ocean. The ocean can accommodate all of the rain. The next two powers are sister powers. They are similar to each other. The first is the power to discriminate, and the next is the power to judge. Discrimination power means like I am looking at a diamond. I can assess the value of that diamond. What's the worth of that diamond? This applies to assessing the people that I deal with in my life or that I have relationship with in my life, and also regarding situations. I should be able to assess a situation or a person and determine its value. Next is the power to judge. This is when I make a judgment, an assessment on what is right and what is wrong, what is beneficial, what is not beneficial. The main difference between these two powers is that the power to discriminate is something which I have time to analyze, to look at, to assess. The power to judge is where I make a split decision, a quick judgment about something. Now, both of these powers have to do with me understanding myself. The more I understand myself, the more clear I am about my own self, then in a natural way I can assess others and other situations. Judgment and discrimination is not meant in a negative way, but it's just a matter of understanding who is in front of me and understanding situations so that I can guide myself, direct myself in the appropriate way. The next power is the power to face. We encounter a variety of different examinations and tests in life. Some very difficult. Some situations come like a roaring lion. And then later on, we come to find out it was just a paper tiger. It was not as ferocious as it seemed in the beginning. Power to face makes me fearless. So whatever situation comes in front of me, I can retain my presence of mind. I can understand what is going on, what I need to do. Power to face prevents me from panicking when I face a difficult situation. If I can keep my cool when I face tough examinations, then it will help me to make the right decision and pass that situation. The next power is the power to cooperate. And you see here, there are a variety of hands from those of different religious backgrounds. Each one is just giving one finger of cooperation to lift a huge mountain of sorrow. This means that when we have big obstacles, big challenges, if we cooperate with each other, if there's unity amongst us, we can lift huge mountains which otherwise we would not be able to lift on our own. If each of us gives a little bit of cooperation to lift this mountain of sorrow that we see in the world, it can be lifted very easily. The formula for this power of cooperation is 1 + 1 = 11. 1 + 1 = 11. It means the strength of unity is exponential. It doubles and triples. Lastly, we see the power to withdraw. And here there's a turtle. The turtle is very clever. Some turtles are known to have extremely long lifespans, more than 100 years. So what is the power of this turtle? The power to withdraw. At the end of the day, the turtle removes its mind from all of the senses of its body. It withdraws within the shell, becomes detached from its own body, and gets recharged and refreshed. Another thing the turtle does, if it senses any danger, immediately the turtle will withdraw into its shell of safety. It means that for us, at the end of the day and from time to time, it is very healthy, very refreshing for my own mind, for my own self, to withdraw my thoughts and feelings from my own senses of the body, so that all of the senses become cool, calm, at ease. And I should have the wisdom and common sense to know that which situation I should get involved in and which situation I should not. It means that whether I should engage with something or withdraw. If my involvement in something is going to have no positive benefit, no value towards solving that situation, then at that time it's appropriate to withdraw. So these are the 8 powers that we get through meditation, and we need internal spiritual power to accomplish what we want to spiritually. Spiritual knowledge itself, or even the goals and aspirations to do something good with my life, this knowledge is like a sword, a very powerful, sharp sword with which I can cut obstacles and challenges in front of me. But without internal spiritual power, I will have no strength to use this sword of knowledge. So the spiritual power gives me internal strength to put into practice that which I want to do positive and good in my life, so that I am not subservient to situations and circumstances that I find myself in. Now let us conclude this session with a powerful meditation and experiment taking this strength, this spiritual strength from the higher being, the supreme light, the one I cannot see with my physical eyes. By now, you should be getting a little bit accustomed and a little bit experienced with meditation. The process is the same. First of all, I make my body completely still. I withdraw my awareness from everything physical, including my own body. I remind myself that I am the one who makes this body go. I am the master of this body of mine. When we think of power, we generally think of a position of authority or a power of wealth, a power of money. But there's a different power, a different spiritual power, which is not dependent on anything physical. This is the power the soul gets by having a relationship and a connection, by putting myself in the company of this divine light, the one who is called the Almighty. I remind myself I am a being of light, the one who gives life to this body. I allow my mind to become absorbed in the experience of deep peace. This is a consciousness of silence. I can see everything, I can hear everything, but I am beyond the pull of everything around me. I am in a consciousness of silence, silence from this physical world. As I become light and calm, I see in front of me the Supreme Light, the one who belongs to me and the one to whom I belong. Through this relationship, whatever spiritual power this Supreme Being has, I automatically get colored and empowered with this spiritual strength. I am not dependent on this body of mine, on any other person, not dependent on any situation. I am accumulating this spiritual power within myself. I feel rays of power of peace coming towards me, rays of coolness coming towards me. Inside, I feel stable, calm, empowered. I am detached from this body of mine, far away from the influence of any person, far away from the influence of the physical matter and this physical world. I am the master of my own mind. I am absorbed in deep silence. This being of light has so much spiritual power. This being of light is called the Almighty because this Supreme Being does not have a body of his own. This being of light is always free from the cage of the body and the situations of this world. This Supreme Being of light, who is my closest friend, my supreme teacher, and my guide. This one knows what situations I am facing. I feel the strength of support coming towards me. This being of light wants me to know He is with me. He is watching me. He is guiding me. This spiritual power gives me so much courage to face any situation. In this consciousness, I am completely free from the influence of anything going on around me. I am refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated as I come back to the awareness of this world and the awareness of my own body. I feel I was far, far away from the influence of everything around. I have experienced being in the company of the Almighty, the most loving, non-violent, peaceful being of light, the supreme light. A few moments' experience in the company of this supreme light has given me so much spiritual power inside. And with this spiritual power, I can guide myself in the right way so that I can free myself from a variety of different types of bondages, circumstances, and situations. With this spiritual power, I can have governing power over my own self and my own life, so that I can be peaceful and happy in any situation. And this peace and happiness I can share with others. This concludes this session. Look forward to seeing you in the next session. Om Shanti.